Well, it's counting
What
down, and we are now live.
we live? Oh,
Another episode of
this is
Caption Conversations, baby.
This is episode 350, and if you've stuck around this long, you are one of our valued
350.
viewers. Yeah, you know what? It'll be
Absolutely.
a good thing when we get to 350. That goes without saying. That means we have longevity in the game, and if anything, I think we need to treat ourselves to a vacation.
I agree. It's going to be a hell of a vacation, too.
Okay, let's go to Germany.
Oh. You're already there.
Well, I'll meet you there, bro.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, come on,
welcome, everybody. Yeah, no, right? Me going to Germany, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't even have a passport, man.
Yeah, what you mean? I'm calling Trump right now.
What? No. You don't have to do that.
Something sounds illegal here. You don't got a passport.
No, man. Not even. This is my mentality. My thought process behind not having a passport is just that, like, yeah, there's a million beautiful places in the world, but there's like my whole backyard I haven't even seen yet. Like, I haven't even been to Mount Rushmore. I haven't been to Washington State. There's a lot of places I haven't been to yet.
Well, you got to cross the water every now and then, man.
Cross the water? What are you trying to say? Do I look Mexican?
With that being said, welcome to Captain Conversations. My name is Lamont Braithwaite. I'm your metric specialist.
And I'm Bob G, your web design strategist.
Today, we got a special treat for y'all today because this is, I want to say, a good friend of mine that we have gotten to know over the past, I want to say, year and a half, I think. We'll clarify that when she comes. But she was into something that resonated with me, and it was journaling. I was battling depression for a while, and I didn't know how to get out of it. So journaling was one of the ways that I did find my way back. Not only that, she's taken up digital marketing online, and it's really it's good to see her take off like she's doing. And I might have to ride those coattails because she might be doing a little better than me. But I can overcome this, because I'm a competitor, but she's doing phenomenal, and I just want to bring her out and let y'all see it in action. Bob, do you know anything about journaling?
Journaling?
Well, not like
writing in a journal.
TV, like writing in a journal.
So when we had previous guest Marla Ballard, she hooked me up with a journaling book, and to be 100% honest, I haven't done anything with that. So maybe Tylesa could help me, give me some tips to like get started. And yeah, let's bring her out, man.
Yeah, well, we're gonna bring out Tylesa. Tylesa, how you doing? Come on out the back room. You can't stay back there.
I'm already knowing. Hey, fellas, thank y'all for having me.
Glad to have you finally.
I know, finally. What, you asked me like a year ago? Oops.
But that just shows that you stuck around long enough, and it's been almost about a year.
Yeah, well, close to. I think you were right. Well, probably when you asked me, but I think we've been communicating and been friends for like a year and a half now. Like, time has flown by. So,
yeah, it's flying. So tell us a little bit more about yourself besides the journaling. We're going to get into that because I want to dive into that. Okay. Where you from? What's going on in your side of town?
My name is Tylesa Sinead. Everybody calls me Ty or Coach Ty. I am a mother. I work a 9 to 5, and I am gonna dawn myself an up and coming entrepreneur, or should I say, I'm an entrepreneur. Let me just put it like that, because I've been in the game for a minute, but sometimes it don't just catch up right quick. It's not easy, so I've been doing it for years, and since 2021, I've been, making, should I say side hustle? It was a side hustle, but now it's like, no, this is my
Yeah, yeah.
business. So yeah, I'm from Georgia, but I live in Fort Worth, Texas. I have two children, an 18-year-old son and a
Mm-hmm.
14-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
We've been in Texas for about 7 years now, and we love it. I wouldn't change it for nothing. Um, I do work a 9 to 5 in security. Um, Besides that, entrepreneurship has become my life. Coaching, mentoring, writing books, and handmade journals are my jam. That's my thing.
See,
That's what I
see.
do. Yes.
Now
That's
we're gonna
awesome.
get into that. We're gonna get into
Okay.
that because Bob needs a little help here. He needs a little push
Oh
every now and
Lord,
then.
I got you.
And what can
I
you
just got so
do?
much
What
on my
can?
plate. I got so much on my plate.
No,
It's
it's
like
no
it's like
excuse.
pulling
No excuse,
out.
Bob. Not no,
Okay, fine.
no,
You're right. You're
That's
no.
right.
when you
You're
need
right.
to start. That's when you
You're
need to
right.
start
See?
journaling. When you have a lot on your plate, let that be your
Uh-huh.
stumping ground where you
Uh-huh.
where you dump all of that in your head on paper. Get it out.
That's good
So I
advice. That's good
mean,
advice.
journaling is something that I've gotten into over the years, and I think I needed it because it helped me
Absolutely.
so much. Because as a
Yes.
man, I know it's different from men and women, but
Mhm.
men like to keep everything inside, and
Yes.
that was the only way I can get it out. And once I
Mhm.
started, I couldn't stop. And I would write my way out of stuff. I would write my way
Yes.
into stuff, and
Mhm.
it actually helped me manifest a little bit better. So if it was
Yes.
something that I wanted to uh, see or have or get done, I would write about it, and I would just write as if I had it,
Right.
or write
Mhm.
as if I'm doing the things to obtain it. What are the best? I want to say, I got a good question. What are the best ways to use journal? I want to say not in manifestation ways, but what are the ways to use journals to you know brighten up your life or
Mhm.
put you in the right direction? Because you're the
Okay.
mentor, you're the coach, and I need
Yeah,
to talk about that.
I got you. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get too in depth about what happened with me, but I've journaled all my life, but I
Hmm.
kind of stopped as a grown up raising kids, and it took a
Hmm.
traumatic experience for me to really get back into it. So
Hmm.
it was a series of me writing things down on paper, expressing my emotions because I was broken and I was mad as hell. Like
Hmm.
I needed to let it out. And those
Yeah.
pages were where I decided to write it out. Like shit, I'm mad.
Hmm.
Excuse my language. Like, oh,
Nah, it's all
this is
good.
I can't deal with this. I'm not built for this, just writing. And
Hmm.
some days I would pour out prayers, I would cry, and it's like journaling became a part of my healing process. That's where I was
Hmm.
able to put pen to paper and just flow freely, like those emotions. Even when like I couldn't speak to anyone or can talk to anyone about my situation, the pages were always there. I still
Yeah.
have those journals. So um I would say in order to, start journaling or get into it, don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Journaling, it doesn't matter how you come at journaling. That's your journal. You write what you want to, you write what you feel, and you just get into it. My thing is you have to be real, raw, and honest when it comes to healing in your healing process. And when you're not
Right.
sugarcoating nothing on those pages and you're telling yourself the truth, that's where the healing begins. So
Right.
people they overthink it. They see glitz, glamour, all of that on those pages. Like, yeah, I like to decorate my journal pages, but it's not always like that. Some pages are just
Right.
pen. That's it. And my words and my thoughts. Um, when I feel like, I'm cluttered by like Bob or I got a lot on my plate, I'm gonna write that out. I write
Right.
goals, I set goals, and I love going back to Habakkuk 2 through 3. Not trying to get too
Hmm.
biblical, but that's my starting point. You gotta write the vision and make it plain. And then that to me that signifies manifestation. You writing the vision, you're making it plain. Though it tarry, just wait a while. It's gonna come. I'm paraphrasing y'all. So
Mm-hmm.
when that's how I look at it when it comes to a manifestation standpoint. But anybody can journal. Anybody can pick up a pen and a notebook and write. And write. So
Yeah,
I hope
true
that
that.
answers the
You're making it
question.
sound like the way that I'm taking, or what I'm taking from this, is that it doesn't have to be structured. It doesn't have to be like a beginning, middle, and end. It's just you can just like
Right.
blurt it all out and
Yeah.
just
Right.
throw it out on there. I like that
Mm-hmm.
a lot. That is what I that's the approach that I have to take, because since,
Mm-hmm.
doing websites and stuff like that, everything is structural. There's a beginning,
Mm-hmm.
middle, and end, and there's a lot in the middle. But the way that you're explaining it all, it's like you got to just let it flow, let it come out, and
Yeah.
then I guess at some point later on down the line, you could probably throw it into ChatGPT and make like a nice story out of it.
Of
But
course.
for
Yeah.
the purpose of journaling, just throw it all
Just
out there and put it on
yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Sometimes I use prompts. Sometimes I just freestyle. Prompts will, something like, how did I feel today? Or how did this make me feel? Where can I start today? Or just an affirmation. Today is going to be a great day.
yeah.
I
See,
am
and then
successful. I am healthy. I am wealthy. Just
mm-hmm.
write. If it when it flows freely, it's like a release for me. When I write, it's
Yeah.
like a weight off of my shoulders. Like I don't have to keep that in my head at all times. I can just let it flow. I can just be myself because once I put it on paper, it's like the pages hold my weight. I no longer have
Yeah.
to carry it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one of my biggest things. And then, when I started journaling, I kind of like kept two journals. One
Mm-hmm.
was like my personal one, and then
Mm-hmm.
I actually started journaling on Facebook. It's a
Mm.
difference, but I try to be more positive, like when I'm around different sets of people, because
Yes. Mm-hmm.
positivity attracts positivity. So, normally
Absolutely.
I'm more positive on Facebook than I ever have before. And it's attracting a lot of the right people. So I almost
Mm-hmm.
think that I'm journaling on Facebook as well. When I go out there, I say good morning. And most of the stuff
Yes.
that I say in my morning post is pretty much for me, but it
Mm-hmm.
helps other people too, you know.
Absolutely.
And I always try to, start my day off right. So
Mm-hmm.
I journal first in
Mm-hmm.
my own notebook, and then I
Mm-hmm.
journal again, like basically on
On
Facebook every
Facebook.
now and then,
Yeah, I get
So
that. And I'm the
and
same way. So
yeah,
yeah, I can see
yeah.
that. I can
So
see that Facebook is a place that I journal as well.
yeah, yeah. So it's gratifying to me because it keeps me with that gratitude within, and
Mm-hmm.
then normally my days are pretty good. They are pretty good. So
Yeah,
I owe
I
that
agree.
a debt of gratitude for even getting some of that stuff out and making me
Mm-hmm.
just it's cleansing for me. you know,
Yes, I agree.
and I feel a whole lot different than I did maybe a couple of years ago. Now
Right. Mhm.
I'm off to the
Yeah,
races and I feel good. And once
same.
I wake up and I feel good, the whole day is generally a little better. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy about journaling. And if anybody out there that's going to be listening to this podcast, if you don't know anything about journaling, make sure, and I'll make sure we leave a link in all the descriptions,
Oh
hit
yes.
you up because it's a definite. Now,
Yeah.
I don't want to get off the subject just yet because I have a couple of journals I completed, and I
Mm-hmm.
seen one of your videos. Do I keep
Mm-hmm.
them or do I burn them? And I don't
Yes.
know exactly what to do with them.
Okay.
What would you suggest?
My advice would be to figure out what are the details of one or the other. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you have a journal where you really poured out something that happened to you that was traumatic and during a healing
Mm-hmm.
experience, you
Mm-hmm.
might want to burn that sort of as a release. Now,
Okay.
if it's something that you've been writing goals or things you want to accomplish or manifest, you might look back on
Mm-hmm.
that and be like, okay, this is something I want to keep to look back on. That's
Right.
how I would take it. Like, I haven't gotten around to it, but I plan on it. I have a journal, the first journal that I wrote after the traumatic experience that I went through. I plan on
Mm-hmm.
burning that one because I'm no longer in that point. Like I've healed, I've moved on. Those pages can burn. I'm about like
Right.
Usher, let it burn.
Well, okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
but I also have journals where I've manifested things. I've
Mm-hmm.
written down goals and I go back and I highlight and I look back over what I've accomplished. And that's just motivation for me to keep going on those
Mm-hmm.
days when I really don't know, how I'm gonna do stuff. Or it's just
Right.
like, okay, I gotta keep this. I can look back on it and it really gets me through. It pushes me to the next level in my life, so to speak. So that's what I would
Okay.
suggest. Yeah.
Okay.
The Japanese have a practice. The name escapes me right now, but it's an exercise that has been in use for people who tend to hoard things. They
Mhm,
accumulate all of this stuff.
mhm,
So the practice goes that they find something that it kind of like means something to them, but they
mhm.
don't really need it. So they'll like say they'll talk to it and be like thank you for being part of my life for this long and
Yes.
helping me out
Yeah.
through X, Y, and Z. And
Mhm.
it's the same principle. You have those things that
True.
are part of you that
Mhm.
yes, they granted you the experience, you gotten to this
It
point,
served its
but you
purpose.
don't need to be looking back on that stuff. So burning it
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
releasing it and
Yes,
letting it
absolutely.
go, that's
Yeah.
that's that's what I see. That's what I relate to
Yeah,
with that.
Yeah.
yeah. Same
Yeah. And I
concept.
think, yeah, and I think been a part of that before, but I didn't witness it. I didn't realize what it was. In the States, when I was a part of a football organization, we would write down where we seen ourselves like at the end of the season, and then we will
Mhm.
all we won't talk about it. We'll just write it down and then put it in the bucket and then burn it. You know,
Mm.
I don't know if it was a ritual or whatever it was, but it works to a certain extent because nobody knew what nobody else wrote. But that was
Mhm.
Hmm.
just stuck with us. And once we burnt it, and it was like, I don't know how it worked, but the team escalated in some kind of way.
Mhm.
And I was just like, well, maybe it does work. And then I wanted to ask so bad, what you write? What you write? What you write? And, I'm trying to be nosy because to see if it might have been the way frequencies and vibrations go.
Mhm.
It'll go a little quicker if, like, say me, you, and Bob, we're thinking about the same thing, and we vibrating on the same length or
Right.
wave path and the
Mhm.
frequency, and then whatever we was looking to get into or looking forward to get as in business or something like that, it'll come a little quicker because the vibration is so strong, the frequency is so strong,
Yeah.
and then
Right.
I'm
Mhm.
into that kind of stuff, but I can't explain it if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm loving the path that I'm on, and I'm loving how, I'm starting to vibrate out at a higher frequency, and I'm meeting
Yes.
some people that I would not normally meet 2, 3 years ago. You know,
Right, right.
and
That's that
journaling
triple
So,
has
line.
helped me do that.
Likewise.
Hmm.
Talisa,
Like
I know that you said that you went through things that happened in your past, and it kind of like propelled you to where you're at now.
mhm.
What do you have going on right now besides the journaling?
Ooh, right now,
Hmm.
I am tapping into the digital marketing space. Um, it has been a game changer for me. I love journals. I love making handmade journals for customers and all that good stuff. But
Hmm.
sometimes you need that the revenue. You need the money to
Yeah.
pour back into the business and stuff like that. And now that I've tapped into digital marketing, it's like, okay, I can put these funds here. I can use
Hmm.
these funds to fund my business, and
Yeah.
it's been a godsend. It's like I post, post the link and, people are really just grabbing for it. And I can't,
Yeah.
I'm honestly blown away. So with the digital marketing, I'm also doing affiliate marketing. And they're
Hmm.
going hand in hand because I've joined a couple of groups on school, a couple of memberships. And when I tell you like the affiliate memberships have really, really just blown through the roof for me. I've made over, I want to say, almost 700
Hmm.
just in affiliate marketing alone, and I've only been doing it for a month and a half, something like
Yeah.
that. right,
Yeah.
Lamont, because I got in touch with
Yeah.
you about it, and you gave me some pointers, and yeah,
Yeah.
and you was like, set a deadline and get there. So haven't quite
Yeah.
reached the deadline yet, but it's really, really amazing
But
just
it's
to see.
but it's a work in progress, and you getting there
That's
quick because
yeah.
I've been following you, and I
Mhm.
know where you are in the digital space. And
Mhm.
like I
Mhm.
was telling Bob earlier, I was like, it pretty much just took off, and it took off kind of quick. And you know, a
Yeah.
lot of people
I
don't
agree.
see that kind of success. A lot of people have been in the
No.
digital marketing space for years and haven't made no
Mhm.
money. But you
Mhm.
got into this thing, and you was like, you know what, I'm going all in on this. I was like, yeah, just look for a
Yes.
couple of things, and once you find that, it's going
Yeah, with
upwards.
your help, I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, I see what Lamont's talking about." Oh,
Hmm.
man, I was so
Yeah.
amazed. And in,
Yeah.
your first 5K with Arlen, that's the school
Hmm.
membership I'm in,
Yeah.
and she had so many tools in this and resources in this one
Yeah.
membership, and y'all, within the 2 months, well, I joined at the end of April. By the end
Hmm.
of June, I had reached my 5K.
See?
Wow.
So, yeah, I
Yeah. Yeah.
reached the 5K and I was like, "Ooh,"
Yeah.
and it's like I love to pour into myself. I love to learn. I'm always gonna be a learner and, I'm always gonna be teachable. So, when I have something and I'm in it, I'm all in. I'm not gonna just
Yeah.
sit on the
And
sideline
that's the
like,
best
"Oh,
way to
I
be.
bought." Yeah, "Oh, I bought this and I'm just gonna wait." No, I try to implement because I have goals and I wanna reach them and I have kids to take care of. So it's like, I
Yeah.
can do this. I got this. And once I get into it, it's like, whoa, there is
Yep.
money to be made in the digital and affiliate marketing space. Whoa. It really is. So that's
So
where
what
I'm
was
at.
Fast in a
your
hurry.
what was your the first program you got into when you started your digital marketing or affiliate marketing?
The first one is your first 5K with Arlen. I never really
Wow.
understood affiliate links. Not so much on the digital marketing, but as far as affiliate links, in my services like one-on-one coaching, we had a
Yep.
5-day challenge in the membership that I took upon myself to complete, and within, I think it was the 3rd day, I already had 3 one-on-one, sessions that, she was
Hmm.
saying, "Don't charge more than $100," so I set mine at 97, and y'all, over the last 2 months, I've had 12 of those, and I can go down the list of the stuff that I did
That's
to obtain. I know.
yeah.
Yo,
I haven't shown it
congratulations.
all on Facebook because
Yeah.
I've been busy. Like I haven't been on social media, to put content out there, but it's like I'm working behind the scenes, trust me. And people
Yeah.
are seeing this and people are wanting it and there's a need for it. So I'm like, okay, I'm providing this and people are interested.
Well.
I kid y'all not, like she told us to pick one out of the one-on-one sessions, VIP day, affiliate links, and it was 2 more, but I
Hmm.
didn't go with them. But I did try all 3 of them. So with the one-on-one sessions, 12.
Hmm.
I had 12 bookings with that. With the VIP, which was
Hmm.
$997, I had one
Hmm.
person say something about it, and
See?
I didn't even put it out there. One person I was on the phone with who I make journals for, she's a client.
Hmm.
She's a repeat customer. So I mentioned it to her and she's like, "Oh man, I want to do that. Can you send a link? I want to be a part of your VIP day.
Yeah.
I want to come chill with you." I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
I had to even
Yeah.
put it out there." She's like, "Yeah, I want to do a VIP day with you." I was like, "Okay." And
That's
it was,
awesome.
so, yeah.
Eh,
Go ahead.
once you get that, it's the digital affiliate marketing space. Once you get that snowball to start
Mhm,
rolling, and then you start to
mhm.
roll it downhill, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then
Right.
what I usually tell people is like, I think me and Bob talked about this before too. It's not, even though he's doing websites, I'm like,
Mhm,
how many can you do in a span of a month or so,
mhm.
or what's your schedule looking like? I said,
Right.
well, depending on your price, maybe you need to bump it up to a premium price, and then you can work less, but you can actually do more.
Absolutely.
You know,
Mhm.
and that's the way digital marketing and affiliate marketing works. You know, you can
Yes.
affiliate marketing. You don't really have to have no overhead.
Right.
You can start with
Yeah.
next to nothing, and then the more
Mhm.
money you collect, you just put back into yourself,
Mhm.
and then it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Yes.
that's where I started at, but I started all wrong. You got lucky
No,
because
I was trying to
I
start
bought
before.
into nah, not like me.
Not like
I
you.
bought into everything. I bought into anything that came out. I was like, I need that. I want that. I didn't even know how to use it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I gotta
Mhm.
have
this
that.
is this is
Everybody
the
else
part
getting
of
it. Let me get this.
this is part of Lamont's journal he wants to burn.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, not just the journal. I want to burn my whole computer because it's still sitting there,
By this,
in
that, and the
computer
third.
dust of stuff I'd never used. I thought I needed, and you don't need a lot.
Mhm.
You don't need a lot.
Right. I
So
agree.
Yeah, I think Lamont is saying that, like, you're lucky in that sense that you didn't go
Yeah, I
spend,
get that. Yeah.
thousands of dollars and stuff on different
Yeah,
programs and
no,
mhm,
I
whatever.
haven't
Because,
did
like,
that.
we talked about, a million times about shiny object syndrome, and then when
mhm,
you
Mhm.
buy into a program and you're there and it's like, maybe 2 weeks in, nothing's happening. You're like, okay, I gotta find
yeah,
something
yeah,
else. I gotta find something
yeah,
else.
yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like,
That's
but
Uh-huh.
you
me.
you had that focus. You had that
Oh,
focus,
wow.
and
Yeah.
that's like, hats
Yeah.
off to you on
Yeah.
that one.
Thank you. When I tapped into the digital marketing space, um, I've created some digital products that I've sold for journals, like their journal pages mainly. But I figured it's more niches out there that I can dive into. So I took it
That's
upon
it.
myself. I took it
That's
upon
it.
myself to join the second group that I'm in on school, and it deals with digital marketing. Monica Lee had
Mhm.
this $5 resale guide. Yeah, I'm like $5. Okay, I can invest $5 with it. What I'm gonna do with it? I opened that guide up,
Yep.
and it's a gems. That
Yeah.
this guide, this $5 guide, is
Yeah.
how I actually got started. It's called the overnight pay method. And on the
Mhm.
inside of it, it tells you exactly what to do. And I kid you not, it's the easiest way to jump into digital marketing. You don't need a following, you don't need ads, you don't even need a website. Only thing you need is to plug and play. Like I sell, I resell the guide on PayHip, my PayHip store.
Mhm.
Now, y'all, why has this guide sold more than anything on my PayHip store, and I only started it 14 days ago today.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
Yeah.
awesome.
like, holy, it gives you all the tools you need. When I say scripts, posts,
Mhm.
30-day post challenge, reels. It gives you everything you need to get started. So I'm like, there's no excuse for anyone not to
Yeah.
make extra money. Like I'm literally waking up to money in my sleep. I'm waking up to orders. I'm like, Lord, thank you for the tap in. I have tapped
Yeah.
in. Digital
Yeah.
marketing is golden. It is
You know what?
golden.
You know what? Because I need another side hustle. I might tap in with you.
You should. I
Because
can't believe $5 like has turned into for many, not me quite yet. I ain't at $1,000 mark with that yet, but I'm getting close.
mhm.
But I'm
Yeah.
in her school membership, the Digital Success Product Academy, and there are women in there who have made $1,500 off a $5 product within less than 30 days.
Yeah. But
Like
then
it's
here's
amazing.
here's the twist to it because even though you getting uh to sell that product for $5, it's almost like you're getting paid for getting a lead as well. So
Right.
it
Ooh,
works hand in
right.
hand. So once
Mhm.
you get everything, where you want it at, those
Mhm.
$5 leads can turn into $9.97, can turn into $25.97 and
Exactly.
more. And just like
Exact
when you hit on a note and you said, well, that 997 came from a repeat customer. Just imagine how many of them you have on your list right now that
right
you don't
now.
know about yet, but they're there.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
it's
That's
bigger than what it looks, but the more
mhm.
successful you get,
The more
uh
you attract people.
the the more you attract people.
Yeah,
And it's
they
going to
want.
happen. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight, but you already see parts of it happening right now.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you wake up and
I
you got
agree.
money in your inbox.
Right. I'm like,
So
yes. What have I
that
tapped into? Woo. Mhm.
It's
And
golden.
I've ran some polls on Facebook, and asking people like, what would you do if I showed you how easy it is to make money online? Would you want it or would you
Hmm.
not? And it's like with the $5 guide, you really don't have any over here. You spend $5 and you can make that right back. I made that $5 right back in less than an hour of posting the product.
Yeah. Yep.
And I woke up to 4 sales the next
Yeah.
morning. So
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
it's so much possible, and I'm just living the journey. I'm living the
Yeah.
journey because coming from where I'm from, it's like it's rough. It was rough, but now
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, God, I see you. I see you moving.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
so you're out in Fort Worth, Texas, and where's that flood that happened in relation to
Um,
where you're at?
I am 5 hours away from it. Kerrville,
Oh, okay.
Kerr County. Yeah, so
Wow.
we
Yeah.
got
Texas is big.
rain. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's super big,
Oh, I
honey. It
know it's
takes four and a
big,
half
but
hours to get out of Texas from where I'm at.
I'll,
Like
I'll
four
take
and
a
a half
plane.
hours? My
I'll take
God.
a plane.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, plane. At one point I wouldn't fly, y'all. I would not get on a plane. But in 2023, I was like, oh no, I'm not driving anywhere. I'm not driving
right.
anywhere else. I'm going to fly. And that's what
I
I
know
do
that's
now.
right. I know
Yeah.
that's right.
So you got the journaling, the affiliate marketing, the digital marketing. You
Hmm.
got anything else on your plate, or what you got going on in the next couple months?
Well, I just released a book, my memoir. It came out
Oh.
June 6th. I forgot to mention it, Lamont. I'm
Yeah,
Look
sorry.
at
yeah.
this.
Put
Look
the
at
book out.
this.
Let me know what it
Look at
is.
this. This
Yeah,
is
I have a
awesome.
book. Well, this is my second book that I wrote myself. I'm also a co-author of a book. So I have 3 under my belt. But my memoir, From Trauma to Triumph, it tells about my traumatic experience, which I'm not going to go into, but
Okay.
it also tells people how to heal. It deals with journaling, of course, because that's my thing, and
Hmm.
it's just a guide. It's not all about my life. It is about how I healed through journaling and how it got me through, and how I know for a fact that it can
Hmm.
help others just like me who've been through something traumatic, whether they're grieving, whether
Yeah.
they're going through a rough patch. I have prompts in there. I have a 7-day challenge in there, and I also have a list of people who pre-ordered my book who actually
Hmm.
trusted me enough to go ahead and pre-order it before the words were even written, y'all.
Man,
So
that's what's up.
yeah,
You
within the
know,
That's
next. Oh,
I
go
gotta
ahead.
say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but this is like another area in which so many people struggle, right? And it's
Hmm.
trying to find whatever niche that they're trying to get into.
Hmm.
And it's
Hmm.
yeah.
like listening to your story, you've surrounded everything around journaling.
Yes,
And
I
Yeah.
there's so many different components in which you're tapping into, and dude, like this
yeah,
is
yeah.
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
Amazing.
thank you. That goes back to something Lamont posted on his
Mm.
page. It was about basically saying don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. But you didn't say it in
Yeah.
those words. But
Yeah. Yeah. But just pick
Lamont,
one.
yeah, pick one.
Yeah,
Pick
you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. I
Of
said
course
pick
not.
one. And
Yes.
the problem, this is stemming from my biggest problem. I wanted to do this, that, the other, and I couldn't make
Yeah.
sense of it because I I I, I didn't know how to afford the time or allot the time to do this, that, and the other. So I would try to do
Hmm.
them all simultaneously, and I
Right.
would get nowhere.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I just said, you know what? It's either I'm going to make it happen or I'm just going to quit altogether. And then it dawned on me. I was like, why don't I just do one thing at a time and get good at
Yeah.
that and then go to the
Right.
next one?
Then
And
go to the next
it's almost like you see online every day, I got 7 streams of income. Well, what good is 7 streams of income if you can't get one of them to work? You
right.
know,
Yeah.
Been
it's
there,
not
done
cute
that. Right.
anymore. You know, you
Mm-mm.
got money coming out, but you got no money coming in. And I just don't
Right.
understand it. And that was
And
me for years.
and
So, and
before I
then when I
got into
find out, yeah, go
go
ahead, go
ahead.
ahead.
before I got into
Okay, here we go now. See.
I'm not finished with you. Ladies
Yo,
first.
Okay,
Before I
ladies
got
first.
into the marketing,
that was good. That
You
was
got
okay,
me.
good.
You
before I
got
got
me.
into the digital marketing stage, y'all, that's what I was thinking about. Like, how will I be able to turn this into a stream of income with my journals? I don't want to just be reselling somebody's guide. So
Right.
that, Bob, is what I'm working on next, reverting it back to journaling. I figured I can go ahead and start making more interior designs and selling journals digitally, but
Mm-hmm.
use the process and the method that the overnight pay method has taught me because it
Mm-hmm.
works. It has
Yeah.
strategy, and that strategy has made
Yeah.
me money. So that's how I'm gonna tie that back to journaling. I'm glad you brought that up, Bob, because I was like, I don't want to be all over the place with this, but yeah,
Every
strategy. And I'm
everything you do is going to lead back to your core niche, which is journaling.
absolutely.
So it doesn't matter how many side hustles you tack on. Everything is just going to feed into that one pipeline. Is going to go right back into
Mhm.
journaling. And
And
that's what, if
that's
you're an expert, if you're a master in that, then everything is going to lead to that, and then it's just going to go up
Mhm.
from there. So
Yes,
you
that's
know,
the goal.
I love seeing this, and it makes my heart just smile because I see a lot of people hurting in the industry right now, don't know where to
Yeah.
turn to. And then, they
Mhm.
promote one program this week, and then next week they was like, oh, I found a new program. But they didn't get the
Right.
first three to work.
They're
So,
not
I'm
sticking with
like,
they're not
it's never
sticking with
ending.
it. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
sticking with it. They want an overnight success, and
No,
it just doesn't happen for most of us like that. No,
no,
you have to
there's
be
no,
consistent. You have to show up.
yeah. Yeah, there's no easy button
Yeah.
for digital marketing or affiliate marketing. You have to put in the
No,
work, and you're going to get out what you put in. Now, if you think you're going to
absolutely.
be working 2 hours a day, I mean, you can do that, but you have to
Can't handle
learn
it.
the skill of working 2 hours a
Mhm.
day. A lot of people don't do that.
Right.
So
Mhm.
I think that it's absolutely fantastic. Like you started off with,
Thank you.
writing in a journal
Yes.
yeah,
and tearing down that journal into the very last atom to
Ooh,
yeah,
make your
exciting.
dream just blow up.
yeah.
Like
Mhm.
down like to the pages, to the back, to the font. I mean, like the feel. It's like I got goosebumps just thinking about like how amazing it is
It's
that
amazing. We
you
have 2
found
people
that.
right
Like
here,
that's
Bob, who
Yes.
can testify.
Start
It's
journaling,
amazing.
Bob.
Yeah, start journaling.
oh
Pick up the
I'm
pen.
going to. I
Yes.
got the book here.
Mhm.
I gotta write something
All
in
right.
there
Now,
tonight. I gotta write
now
Yes.
let
something
me
in
pull the
tonight.
microphone a little closer to myself because Bob, if you don't, I want you to listen to my voice very closely. I want to hold on. Let me
I
intensify the
got you on
bass
my
a little bit.
headphones.
Yeah.
You're right
Okay. I want
here.
you to. Yeah, but when the world hears this, I want them to hear it too. So, Bob, that journal, that red journal you have on your book, start today. Today.
Yes.
Today.
Today.
Wait, look at my eyes. Normally I don't stretch my eyes like this unless I'm trying to see something. Today. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna write something.
Go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and
write
start.
something. Yeah, I
I'm
got
gonna stay
to.
on you because
Because I like hearing stories like this. It's
Well, thank
yeah.
you.
we try to focus on having guests on the show that are just starting out.
Mm.
And I know you've got some time underneath your belt, but
Yeah.
to have the amount of success that you've had so far is
In a short amount of
it's
time, yeah.
it's amazing. It really is amazing. These are the stories that I like, to put out there. The stories that we normally get right from guests that we have on is like, they're maybe like, a few months in, or they've been doing it for
Mhm,
maybe like about a year, but
mhm.
they haven't really found that exact groove to
Right.
make them
Their mojo.
go.
Yeah.
But you
They're
got your
not.
mojo.
I
You got
got
your
my
mojo
Yeah,
mojo.
yeah, yeah.
hard.
No, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
And
I'm so
I'm
and
sorry.
thankful. I came from a broken place with this. I didn't know where
no.
God was taking me, but when I look back on it, when my life changed in at the end of 2019, I was like,
Mhm.
God, what are you doing? What are you telling me? Like,
Yeah.
and I have a relationship with God. He brought me
Mhm,
back to him. I had to go through that traumatic experience for him to bring me back to him, for me to get to where
mhm,
I am now. I joined a mentorship. I got I received therapy for what I went through. I've started my own mentorships with my sister in Christ, Candace Brown. I did mentorship when it comes to the handmade journals. It's just this journey, it hasn't been easy, but it has been fulfilling. It's been
Yeah.
purpose led,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
And I feel you on that, to the point where, even when I write my little morning posts on Facebook, I always leave
Mm.
on purpose,
On
because
purpose, yep.
you have to find your purpose. And once you find
Yeah.
your purpose,
On
everything
purpose.
else is just going to be given to you.
Yeah.
Come
This is
on.
where it comes
Yeah,
from, Bob.
come
And
on.
when I started
Mhm.
writing it, people was like, well, what you mean by on purpose? You have to find your purpose.
Mhm.
I can't give you your purpose. God can give
No.
you a purpose.
Wow.
I can't give
God
it to
was
you. He
just
gave me my
asked.
purpose, and I'm just following along. So
Exactly.
wherever this leads me, or whatever this takes me, I know it's a journey, but I know it's a lesson involved. So, I'm
Mhm.
willing to go through that journey. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it's great
For
to
everybody out
see.
there, yeah. It is great to see.
Mhm.
For everybody out there listening to this, like this is where like the rubber meets the road. This goes hand in hand with
Yeah,
having your why, and why your why has to be so strong.
yeah.
When you buy into a program and you're looking for some sort of salvation from your regular mundane life, whether it be your nine
Hmm.
to five, or you hate your boss, or whatever your excuse is, you know, to have that there, that program meeting the
Mhm.
purpose, them joining together, that's what's going to propel you forward. But if
Yeah.
you
Absolutely.
just buy a program and think that it's just going to be successful for you just because you bought it, you got another thing
No
coming.
way.
As a matter of fact, if
No.
you feel that way, you can send whatever you spent on that to be cool with Bob at gmail.com. There's my PayPal. And and
No.
I guarantee me success.
Mhm. I
And
agree.
you hit the nail on the head, because there's a lot
Yes.
of bandwagon. I want to say bandwagon entrepreneurs, because they will throw a screenshot up and they be like, if he can make this money, I can make this kind of
Mhm.
money. But it
Mhm.
doesn't work like that, because if you don't put in the
Right.
work, baby, it's not gonna
Mhm.
work. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Right.
So here's the point of the podcast, where we ask you one specific question: if there was anything that you can tell anybody else of importance, what would that be right now in the digital space or the journal space? What would that be? What can you leave somebody with today?
I would say to stop overthinking it and just get started. I mean, you have to find your niche. You have to find
Mm-hmm.
your mojo, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to search that out. Nobody else is gonna give it to you. Nobody else is gonna do it for you. You have to get started on your own. So
Mm-hmm.
I put a post up the other day and I was like, um, a year from now, you'll wish you had got started today, like something along those lines. So that's
Yeah.
what I would
Yeah.
say. Get started today.
I see.
That's cool.
That
That's
simple as
cool.
that.
That's really
And
good
that's
advice. Yep.
when people start seeing this episode, or they start getting wind of it, whether it be on what's it, Spotify or YouTube,
Mhm.
and they're gonna start thinking, it's gonna get their engine turning, because there's somebody somewhere that's gonna listen to this that has been in that very same spot. And then when they start hearing it, it's gonna click, because not everybody is gonna have that good opportunity to make or connect the dots. That's what I want to say,
Mhm.
because it's hard to connect the dots when there's so many pieces. But
Mhm.
everybody looks at let's say it's 30 dots, and everybody's looking at the 30 dots trying to figure out how to put them together. Well, just start with one. You know,
Right.
you don't try to
Right.
put 30 dots together. Just start with one, and then, piece it together. And then if it starts to make sense, you can connect another dot. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing that people go through is the overwhelm of, I got to learn this, I got to know how this
Mhm.
works. And then next thing you know, a year has passed, they not moving, and then they
Right.
give up.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating when you give up, because you put some time and effort in, but it wasn't in the right direction. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
Yeah.
thank
It's
you
sort of
for
like,
clarifying a lot of
oh,
things.
yeah,
Appreciate
let
that.
me end with the quote by what's his name? Jim Rohn.
Hmm.
Excuse me, Jim Rohn. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. But if you don't, you'll find an excuse.
True
Boom.
There
that.
you go.
True
There you
that.
go. There you
Boom.
go.
Mic
You know
drop
what?
right there.
I'm using I'm using that tonight
Yep.
on my post. I don't know. You gonna
It's
see
one
it.
of my posts from last week. Yep. And that's
That's
Or
exactly
awesome.
what it is.
it needs to be heard.
Absolutely.
But
Tylesa,
we
thank you
thank
so
you.
very much
Yeah.
for coming out and hanging out with us today.
Welcome.
We
Thank
really
y'all for
appreciate
having
you.
Yeah.
me. I
No,
enjoyed
for
you
sure.
guys.
Oh no, we enjoyed you because you coming with realness, authenticness, and genuineness, and
Thank you.
that's all we can ask for. And it goes to show you it goes a long way, you know.
Yes,
And
it
we
does.
appreciate that. So
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you,
I
Tylesa. We're gonna drop you in the back room for
talk
just a
longer.
moment.
No, I want to talk longer. No, but we only got an hour, so
Okay.
so we'll
We're gonna
put you in the
drop you in the
back
back
room.
room
You
for a
have
minute,
some
okay?
champagne and caviar in the back room, and then we'll be right with you.
Cheers.
Oh man. And see, this is why we do the podcast like we do, because it's important, because not everybody is just trying to just say, okay, I'm going to sell you something and then leave. She's trying it out for herself. And I think I wrote something as a post before, and I said, stop trying to, sell me a product, sell me a solution to the problem I'm having, you know? And there's a lot of problems when it comes to journaling, and then you can put your pen to pad, and then you can solve a lot of your problems. So this is her mainstay, this is her niche. And now with the other side incomes coming in, she can feed all that right back into her main business. And it's good to see, because that's how it's actually supposed to work.
That's exactly how it's supposed to work. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Tylesa's, she's definitely one that I wanna keep close to the hip. So Tylesa, I hope you don't mind. I wanna like friend you on all of my profiles and all of my social medias. Because I really want to follow. I want to continue to see where your story
Yeah.
leads. It's really nice to know that somebody out there that has bought into a
Yeah.
program, but not only bought into the program, you put the pieces together and you found what
Yeah.
works for you.
Yeah.
That's the absolute best. And for those listening out there, like, you got to set the right foundation, and that foundation has to be that why. Take a
Mm-hmm.
real deep look within yourself to find out what that purpose is, because
Yeah.
without that, just send me your money, and that's it. It will be good. Just send me your money, because once you have that purpose, then you'll have success.
Right. But since I'm the metric specialist, I can send you my Cash App or my, PayPal if you want to send me some money. I can give you some extra advice, But it's all good, because everybody has to find a way in life sometimes. Some just need extra help or extra push, or some just need to listen to this podcast, Caption Convos, every week. And then you probably hear something that finally makes something click. And when it makes it click, you be like, oh, why didn't I do this 10, 15, 20 weeks ago? And the missing pieces is probably right in front of you. You just can't see it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm going to end
All right,
on that
everybody.
note. And my name is Lamont Braithwaite, your metrics specialist. And if you ever need metrics in your business, I'm the guy to call.
My name is Bob G, your web design strategist. And yeah, we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.